All right, welcome back to Soul Spark Tarot. Yeah. So what we have in the background is a little part of our channel message. I've known this, but I've only had enough energy to make it happen right now. So right now I have the energy to make this happen, and I'm okay with doing things just to do shit. I love doing that. But I want money in some regards, and other times I just want to do it. And so this is the master production of some of my favorite songs from Soul Spark Radio Podcast. Some of my favorites, man. And these remastered versions, they're ridiculous compared to the YouTube. So it's the same song, and damn near sounds the same, but the sound quality is the difference. So it lasts longer. If you go back and look at certain videos on YouTube from 10, 12, 15, 20 years old, the light gets tired, is what Fritz Wiki would say. And even though it's oscillating and radiating at the same frequency, something about it looks slow, looks dejected, it looks older, it's what we can say. This is what tired light is, but this is how it is expressed in life. This is age. And so the older something gets, the more that it changes, and the higher quality that thing is, the less change it would have over time, but change still occurs. In this case, change is what is happening for you, but there is something that has changed that makes you feel like it's not you. But because it's changed, you feel like it is you, so you are stuck between a version of you that you know is you, but it has changed so it doesn't feel like you. And then there's a new version of you, and in that new version of you, you've already made certain changes, but now you're looking to make more changes of adoption into the new world. So there's change. Because of this, we have to learn to categorize this change. And this is what I'm here to do for you today. Let's categorize this change. In the case of the change in music, which is similar songs of the past, the change is the quality, and eventually these will be actual songs that I can put together and say I did that. And guess what? I've already done that. So the difference is, or what has changed, is I now value what I've done before differently, as if it's something that's brand new. It's the same for everybody else. It's just me doing what I'm doing. But for me, I'm doing something differently. So that means someone else in the world who can recognize that I have made a shift will notice the shift if they can. And if they could notice that shift, then that shows me that even the deepest, darkest levels to who I am as a person, they can still resonate with somebody who is not me. So that shows me that it's not me by myself. And that makes me happy, and that makes me feel good, because when I be sad and I want to go off and drink, or if I want to go shop, or if I want to go do some drugs, or if I want to go yell at my kids, or if I want to go ignore my husband, or if I want to go cheat on my wife, if I want to go do something, doesn't matter what that something is. What matters is, can you value the change? Because every single day is different, but if you're doing the old things of the past, you're forcing it to be the same as the old. but it's still not the same. So because of that scapegoat, we found what the fuck do they call it? A breach in the. It's not a breach in the contract, but it's a scapegoat. There's a clause that you can take advantage of. You can say, and taking advantage of you being the perfect being is that the world around you is not perfect, which forces you to change into a different being of your perfection, meaning you're trying to perfect yourself continuously, ing, present moments. So let's see what we got. What do the angels have for us? So we can go ahead and utilize ourselves as a self changed. It's like a miracle up on the scene, hell yeah. I'm just doing what I know, and so I keep it, yeah. Up on this focus tip, I'm on a marching move. I'm just doing what I can, I'm Mr. on this groove. But nope, I'm switching up in any kind of way. I'm doing what I can, I'm balancing up on this wave. The sun waves up on this earthly plane as I go and spit these time zones and time lanes. Yeah, that is a new. It's coming through, it's true. I'm doing what I can. Look at this, I'm just glistening when I make all these moves. I'm just doing what I do. I'm crystallizing all these emotions so I can make a memory. It's coming through with synergy. I gotta do this lyric. I'm making sure it's lyric-y. Lyrical up on the flow. Just doing what I know. Just doing what I can oppose. What I can up with the tone. Something like that. But again, that was only at like 45, 44, bro. Normally, when I be playing the music, it has to get at least to 33 to sound like anything, like decent. And normally I play that shit around like 17, 15 or something. I got to the 40, and that to me felt like it was like thumping at the maximum. But the whole reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going to make this change. Again, these are all songs that I feel I've already rapped on and did excellent verses on. So I discovered that I can actually just buy these and try to make it real so I can have what I already do at a higher level. I already desire to do this with Soul Spark Radio, which is why I actually haven't posted in damn near a year. But the changes that I want to bring, I want to deliver them through quality, and that sounds like the production, that sounds like what you can hear, and then it'll sound like the combination, and then it'll sound like the edits. It'll sound like so much more things has been refined, and this is what I'm striving towards. I'm striving towards elevating my elevation. Yeah, I was better than the past, but I gotta appreciate this new nigga and this old nigga that I came from, and then the journey in between, in order to project a new scene. I need all three to make a four. Okay. I already did this, but let's see what our overall energy is. It's gonna be shorter. I guess I'll do another one later, but I'm being told to make it shorter. Let's see what the overall energy is. I don't know what that was. If you saw it, you saw it. Because I don't know, I'm gonna pull another one. These want to show, so we're gonna do this. All right, cool. So the overall energy is the Emperor is battling with themselves. You're fighting with yourself. You have something going on inside of you. So when I say Emperor, let me back up. I'm not talking about you, the motherfucker listening. I'm talking about the you who controls all that you do while being the person who's just listening. That secondary nature is not the Emperor that I'm referring to. There's a higher octave to you that's making this ship run. That's the captain. That's the emperor. Sometimes we can tap into that higher self. Sometimes we can't. But the higher self still does its duty. That part of you is in confliction. So it's like a captain having his whole team or crew tell him half of them wants to go on the journey, half of them wants to stay. What does the captain do? Again, what makes me captain is divided and they're fighting, so now I'm fighting with myself, trying to adhere to all the pieces, what needs to be done, this left side, the right side, the team together as a whole, and then fucking me too. Lots of differences that are happening for this emperor side of you right now, but why are you in conflict? Why is this an overall energy? The emperor is fighting itself upon what? What to do next? Shit, I feel like we could go on a journey, but man, half the crew don't even want to be here. Should I leave the crew and get another one? Should I say, I'm the boss, come on anyway? Should I ask them why they want to quit? Why do we have this turnover? Here's another point of view. Oh my God, I want half the crew want to set sail, but the other half doesn't. We don't have enough food. We don't have enough clean water. We don't have enough booze. We gotta get like the chip fixed. There's parts that need to be corrected. So you are aware of what you see. You're conflicted upon what you see, and that is conflicting how to apply your magic. So I don't want to say hangman is more like the hermit. It's more like, but it's not the hermit because you're in action mode. So I'm actively having a meeting to obtain information from other people. I'm still not doing shit. I'm listening, right? But that's what it is. And the more I listen, the more I change. Sometimes I get stressed out. Sometimes I feel okay. Sometimes I get pissed the fuck off. Like, why in the fuck would that even happen? But then all of it is just me receiving information. So it's like you're receiving information and it's bringing you conflict on what action to take. But then you're like, but I know I need to make some shit shake. So if I had to see myself in this energy, just to give you a context, here's the side note. This emperor is made up of a 5 and a 1, right? And because of the positioning of this 5 and this 1, we call this number 4. But this is number 5 and this is the number 1. So when this 5 comes first and then the 5 or the 1 comes second, this is what we call the 6. So what this is showing me is that the emperors in the past, you're trying to use your strategies, your techniques, and your means and your methods to overcome this conflict of old. You're using traditional methods and they don't work. But you're privy to all things. Things that people know, things that people don't know, things that are common, things that are uncommon, where some people know. You got it all. You know a lot. You're very unique. You're very prestigious. But over here, you're just a motherfucker fighting. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor. If you're arguing on the internet, you're just a troll on the internet to some people. Even if you're a genius and you're a Nobel Prize winner, you're just a doctor and doctors lie. That's what the energy I'm feeling is coming up as. So you're just a person in the past, you're just this, you're just that. And this is like bothering you as the emperor because you're stable in who you are. And so because people are telling you what you are, you're like, well, yeah, that's true. But then you know what you're doing with that. And so they don't see the progression into the 6. But that's the cool thing about it. And that's real cool because 5 plus 1 is 6, and that's victory. So I think that is what you're looking at. How do you obtain and maintain victory knowing that you are traditionally sound in certain areas, but you're modernly progressive. How do you stay okay with knowing that parts of you won't change and parts of you will change? How do you combat people who want to bring you strife, struggle, discord? Well, with this card, I always say this person is the one that has the advantage. This guy is outside of this chaos internally. It's like a circle. Because he's on the outside, he's like, oh, I got it. I figured out how I can destroy them all at once. Blah. And that's how this 5 goes from the 5 to the 6. That 6 card is victory, but this person has to say, oh, and have an epiphany. This is your epiphany moment. So whatever epiphanies you have, you need to realize how it can combat not this, that, or that, but you need to create a new magical viewpoint of this is just my mom, sometimes she does this. This is just my brother, sometimes he acts like that. This is my dog, he's gonna do this. You know, if you just don't freak the fuck out, you know, hey, come on inside, there's a moose and it will attack you. Just get inside. Don't be confused. I'm going to distract the moose. Nigga, huh? That's what this is feeling. It's like some new shit. It's just new simple shit, and you gotta trust that you can do it. You can have the change. You can make the strategy. And you already got the tools, but we'll see what this is really, really talking about. Or not. We'll see. But make the change. Peace. Oh, what is all of this? All right. Goodbye.